皆さんこんばんは、しゅんほうです。またですね、ちょっと怖そうなダンジョンに入ってきたんで、ちょっと休憩しましたけどね。休憩終わったんで、進めていきたいと思います。だいたいそうですね、今、10時10分なので、11時ぐらいまではやりたいなと思ってます。とにかくこのダンジョンは越したいって感じですね。なんかストーリーもだいぶ後半に差し掛かってきた感じです。これできるようになってます。オーリンのドミナントはもうすでに人間離れしてました。なんか前もこんなようなねステージあったけど、さらにダークな感じになっててちょっと怖いですね、このステージ。これ多分子供だったらできないかもしれない。
Get him!
非常にね、暗黒的な雰囲気がするダンジョン。あれも敵だ。
This won't be easy. Get him! Get him! This one. Over here. All yours, Torgal. Get him. If I were Barnabas, where would I be? The top. So I could look down on the world. Get him! Though I expected before that whole rest. This one. This one. Let's try. can't anymore. You know what to do, boy. Come on then. Almost there. He's here. I can feel him. Why?
The blade must ever feed if her edge is to remain keen.
Butcher.
What care you for these worthless creatures? They are nothing. Weak from the moment of their conception, ever longing for power not theirs to command, they turn unfailingly upon themselves. Like sheep, they roam in filthy flocks, eager to trample those few gifted a fleece of gold. Or that they might feel contentment with their pitiful existence. Prejudice and persecution, severance and strife, every earthly wrong springs from the malice in men's hearts. Malice born of the pain and suffering that is free will. Its corruption is gnawed at your being from the very moment of your birth.
You're wrong. It is no corruption. It is who I am. Every choice I make, right or wrong, gives me reason to carry on. And carry on I shall. Not as a puppet, but as a man. Which are you?
There was a time I too thought those the only choices.
What?
Long ago, God granted man the gift of magic. And with that gift did he build great civilizations. Yet over time, man lost sight of the gift's true meaning, stepping from the path of shared prosperity to one of avarice. He abandoned his creator for sword and flame, and through his folly, beckoned the blight. Yet, there were those few who refused to turn their eyes from the heavens, and they prayed to God that he might lead them back to righteousness. And the Lord, he did answer. Before the worthy shall the gates of paradise open. And so did I spread my arms to the ether, and cast my soul upon its gentle waters. I gave myself unto him. My worth proven, the Lord charged me thus. If your kind are to find salvation, they must be made to serve. You see, Paradise lies but a single step away. Could we only take it? Could we only leave our transgressions behind? For none save the pure of heart and mind may set foot in the new world. I will save us. But it all begins and ends with you. You are the key, Mythos. And with this humble offering, shall I prove my faith once more.
So you forsook your kingdom. You forsook yourself to serve. Tell me, how is that living? What you seek to provide is not salvation. It's anything but. Life is about always having a choice. Take that away, and we might as well be dead.
Very well. Come then. Show us the strength of your will.
It's not the strength of my will that should worry you, but the weakness of yours.
If you think your will the stronger, prove it. By this day's end, you shall know the truth. Show me more!
This one. Get him!
I'm tired of this. Blessed with the might of a god, yet still you fight like a man. You will obey. Don't disappoint me. Must I show you? This one. Nice try. And when you see, over here, come to me. This one. God chose you to serve as his vessel, and you cling to this foolish notion of hope when there is none. Fuck! Desperate, are we? Finally, we can begin. Yeah!
You have been shown the path. Now you must follow it. Free yourself, Mythos. You will not defeat me otherwise.
We'll see.
Perhaps you still require persuasion.
Get him! This one.
But I cannot be
Defeated? You admitted defeat the moment you turned your back on us. When you turned your back on the truth, Barnabas. We are not as weak as your god believes. Damn it!
What are you waiting for? Men know nothing of strength. But you will. Yeah! No, enough! You dare! Could it be you've made a weapon of your weakness? My apologies. You are not the fool I took you for. And so it ends. No! Don't tell me you are tired, Mythos! Your stubborn defiance has stirred my long becalmed heart, filling it with a joy that I have not known for generations! I had thought the tantalizing kiss of self-indulgence a dream forever out of reach. And now that its sweet ruin courses through my veins, I shall not be quick to relinquish it. Show me your work, Mythos, that I might revel in it! Suffered the disappointment of lesser rivals, but no more. Oh, my constant congregation, salvation is come. Rejoice as our souls are granted peace unending.
How do you know this day will come? What proof have you?
Why, you, Mythos. Your mere existence is proof of the Lord's grand design.
I'll never serve your god!
My heart, it soars, as it did the day I won Ash. Since then, many have sought my crown, Mythos, but none could wrest it from my head. Come! Have you the strength? Have you the will? The rapture! I am yours, Mythos. Claim me as your prize! Prepare yourself!
day is at an end.
And we both know the truth. It is I who stand victorious. My will that prevailed.
Your will? No. It was his. Clive Rossfield.
いや、これ倒したっぽいですね。よかったよかった。もうほんとかなり強くて。オートポーションでやばかったですよ、もうほんと。ダークシャード。まあ、あの曲が流れたから倒しちゃったんですよ。
Perhaps there is strength in will. Would that I had not relinquished my own.
You relinquished nothing. What was it, if not will, that made you strive for a new world? Strive to win your master's approval? You were shown a fantasy, and you chose to believe it. But you were wrong. There is no world but the one we live in. And that world is worth saving, even if it means killing a god.
Bold words. From one who has served the Lord so well.
This is pointless.
But I almost forgot. I promised that I would make you presentable. Did I not? We shall fulfill our destinies, just as the Lord's Mother Crystals have fulfilled theirs. Come, Clive Rossfield. Take what is rightfully yours. Become one with God.
No!
At long last, salvation. I'm coming home. Mother.
does it feel?
Show yourself! Face me!
How does it feel to consume your rival's strength? To gorge yourself on their beam? To edge step by trembling step ever closer to the divine? With or without a will, you are still but a vessel, our vessel. Behold, how your body shudders in anticipation of its fate.
It's not yours yet.
No. Come then, O wayward child. We shall await you upon the back of the first worm. There all shall end and begin again.
Quickly, my lord, quickly!
Why the hell is my city crawling with assassins?
Don't ask me, ask them! Since when was Eugen Havel one to hide when there was a fight to be had?
Since they stripped me of my rank and banished me from the battlefield. Now I'm stuck wiping the backsides of this lot while the city burns and my wife tells off with a man half my age! And then you turn up! What the hell are you doing here anyway?
What indeed?
The enemy numbers 200,000 or more, counting yours. There are simply not enough soldiers garrisoned in the capital to repel an army of that size.
Then one of the central keep.
Held by a contingent of soldiers and bearers from the surrounding boroughs. They are the sole reason it still stands. And all it took was an army on their doorstep to bring them together.
The prospect of death does put things into perspective.
Perspective. Perhaps it's what we've lacked all along.
Havel, I need you to lend me some of your best men. Preferably all of them.
My best men? Does it look like I'm evil?
I admit this might not be the most convenient time, but my nephew's in trouble. And I may have already promised him your help.
Your nephew, the outlaw? Never! My soldiers have better things to do than die for nothing.
Then you and he are of the same mind. I fight for the opposite. He fights for a world in which they shouldn't have to live and die for nothing! And he fights today to give us all the chance of a better tomorrow!
Be that as it may, a handful of men cannot stand against the kingdom!
Then mayhap they are the wrong men.
Well, I'll be damned.
Our numbers are few, but I shall rally as many of my dragoons as I'm able. You, apprise the Lord Strategist of the state of the city's defenses.
Yes, Your Radiance.
And you would fight alongside us?
I owe the Phoenix a debt.
Does this vouch for my nephews?
Aye, but I still have my doubts about you.
Which we can discuss later.
Indeed.
You said you had men garrisoned in the keep. Captain, do you know how many yet remain?
Allow me to confirm. Commander?
Whatever their number, Randalar will be needing
Gather the
them
bodies
all.
and build a pyre in the courtyard. Quickly,
Terence,
my lord.
you will find a girl there.
A girl. We are in the middle of a war.
I owe her my life, and I always pay my debts. You are to see that she is provided for,
Dion, I cannot leave.
but you shall. If I am ever to be worthy of the forgiveness of our people, then I must earn it. And I must earn it by my hand, and my hand alone. Know that I do not ask this lightly.
And know that I will do it.
Farewell, Terence.
Farewell, my prince.
Clive,
Thank fuck. You alright?
I am. But I'm a damn sight better for seeing you, Joshua.
And Barnabas?
The king is dead.
So they're all...
They are, but so is their killer. He can't hurt anyone anymore. You're safe.
Gav. We need to talk.
I'm sorry, Clive. You know I want nothing more than to go with you.
I do. But I'm glad you're heading back to the Enterprise nonetheless. And not just for Etta's sake. Our people need to know what happened here.
You can count on me.
As can she, I hope.
Thank you, my lord.
Do you think that was wise?
Wiser than leaving a woman with child alone in the Deadlands. They'll be safer at the hideaway. For now, at least. This land is overrun with Akashic. The king himself was long turned, albeit by choice, all to serve Ultima in his damnable quest to forge the perfect vessel.
The chaos Barnabas wreaked upon nation after nation. How many were killed for this?
He didn't consider it killing, or a mercy of sorts, a way to end their suffering. He truly wanted to save mankind, and ultimately used that.
As he uses us.
But why us? What are we?
What are we? We are dominance. That is our fate. But that doesn't mean we have to accept it, which is why we fight. For the right to deny it. Is that not so?
It is. For our sins. Barnabas said something else. That the mother crystals were Ultimas.
Ultimas? Are you certain?
We know that the mother crystals have been leading the land of Ether. And we also know that it's this which hastens the spread of the blight. But what I cannot fathom is what Ultima stands to gain from that. What did you find at the stronghold?
The truth about Ultima's prize. For so long, I believed it to be you, and you alone. Yet, it is not merely a freat that he desires, but a freat and phoenix both. That which we became in the skies over Twinside. Only when the twin flames are joined, shall his vessel be complete. Quite why he needs a vessel is another question. Unless there is something he cannot achieve without one. Something his immaterial form precludes. Something requiring an unthinkable amount of ether and a body resilient enough to channel it. If I did not know better, brother, I would think that he meant to cast a spell. A spell 1,000 years in the making. A spell to end all spells.
And he cannot do it without us. Nor without the mother crystals. But if we destroy them all, we will stop not only the blight, but Ultima as well. We stick to the plan then. Only this time,
we face him together.
Well, It's a long walk to Stone here. Let's not keep Ultima waiting.
The Power of Darkness. Clive has claimed a portion of Icon Odin's essence. Attuning with Odin not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also allows access to several new iconic abilities such as Gungunil, a phonetic fury of attacks that damage all enemies within range. Ability details are found on the Abilities tab in the main menu. Odin's Fist. Odin's iconic fist. Arm of Darkness can be used to temporarily transform Clive's weapon into Odin's legendary blade. Landing attacks slowly charges the blade, readying it for Zeta Scan, which is executed by holding Shikaku. Zeta Scan potency is determined by the blade's charge at the time of execution.
When Barnabas fell, his magic died with him. The road to Stone here is barred to us no longer.
せっかくだからね、ちょっと装備したいよね。これさらに下にオーディンがあんのか。でこれどうやってとりあえずね、セーブしていきます。もうかなり強かったんで。あとはオートポーションがね、ちょっと厄介でしたね。これこれがちょっと厄介ですね。
You were right, Joshua. Bodies up ahead.
Is there no peace for a dying man?
What happened here?
The ether floods made savage beasts of my companions. And those faithless orcs, I knew they weren't to be trusted. We were told that they would stay loyal to our cause. Something commanded their loyalty, but it was not us.
It's a wonder they stayed faithful for so long.
Perhaps they sensed our downfall. The king is gone, our nation in ruins. What becomes of us loyal pawns now? Sworn to a shattered throne. Fuck Walud. Fuck the dead king and his god. Fuck this withered shithole. The floods do not affect you. You are a bearer, albeit one who's lost his brand. Pray, hear me, brother. Will you grant this pawn his final wish? Will you lay my dying soul to rest?
Of course. What do you need?
Finally, some luck. Beyond the castle walls, towards Stone here, there is a forest. Never turn. My parents are buried upon a bluff, nestled amongst the trees. Theirs was the only love I ever knew. I was torn from them in life, but perhaps I can return to them in death. Take my ring. See that it rests beside their bones.
May you find peace at last. Don't tell me. The only way to the capital
is through that gate, just as you surmise.
There's an army down there, Joshua.
Yes, but I don't see any dominance. Not an unturned soldier in sight.
Then we end their suffering. This one.
You don't think all this
It's for us. I wouldn't put it past Open. He's made nothing easy so far.
Joshua, can you go on?
Do I have a choice?
Over here! Go to this one! Sick him! Go to
Joshua, this one's bigger than the others. And bigger, by the look of it. Nice try.
strength is yours.
It's over.
Get him! Over here!
We can rest here if you like.
Don't worry. I'll be fine. Look, Clive.
By the Founder. The place is a fortress. No villagers. No knights. Not even any bodies. One could almost believe the whole kingdom had turned to Kashik.
Have care.
いや、これは分かりづらいわ。ちょっとずれてるしね、これ。これでしょ。フェリーリング。
You'll be able to see all the way to stone here. As fine a resting place as any man could hope for. Reunited with those he loves at last.
旦ハイドワーウェイに戻って休憩。
Oh, that blasted book. Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
I've never been one to play favourites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow. That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one? Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold. The stew's awfully thin these days.
What do you want? Should last you a good while. That it? Fine.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. Let's stock up. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. Is that all?
How did they give us your clothes? A lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
Please, your grace, stay strong. Ah, my Lord Marquis.
Yote, is anything the matter? You seem troubled. Perhaps I might be able to help.
My lord. Yes. Perhaps you might. It's your brother. His condition continues to worsen, though he does his best to hide it. The lesion on his chest pains him more with each passing day.
I had feared as much.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the suffering of those afflicted by the curse, but his grace's case is severe. The drafts I have been able to prepare for him thus far have ceased to have any real effect. So I consulted with Talia and certain of my comrades among the Undying about the possibility of finding something stronger. And thankfully, a recipe was found. The only problem being that the critical ingredient is exceptionally hard to come by, and our supplies are almost exhausted. Unless we can secure more soon, your brother's anguish will likely become unbearable. My lord, I know that I have no right to make demands of you. But would you help? For Joshua's sake.
For Joshua, anything.
Thank you, my lord.
So, what is this critical ingredient?
A rare herb by the name of stonerwort. It grows only where the ether is densest. The vigor it stores in its stems helps to counteract the curse. We discovered a patch near the aqueduct in Rosaria. But alas, yet more ether has erupted from the earth there recently, leaving the whole area flooded. The search continues for a new source. One that we might reach without being turned.
So it's only that you can't reach it? The Stonerwort itself is unharmed by the flood?
Well, yes, but...
Then I shall go in your stead.
But, my lord...
You've yet to find another source, correct? So for now, the aqueduct is our best hope. Besides, I'm a dominant. The ether can't hurt me.
Well, if you're sure, my lord. Stonerwort is easily identified by its blood-red blooms. Search around the aqueduct, and you're sure to find some soon enough. I shall remain here and prepare the other ingredients.
いや、ようってこんなとこにいたのか。ちょっと知らなかった。なんかここにもクエストが。
What do you reckon we should do? I say we should just...
Sid! Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh!
And just how long hasn't it been one?
We're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something worked is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we? All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Midadol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces, the body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others? This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track. These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh goods? I don't think you'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn. This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Midadol's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
It's not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
We know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. There. All finished.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Midadol's hairs.
Her hairs?
Yeah, hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Midadol and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
I heard talk of them sailing for Ash.
とりあえずセーブして今日のところはこれで返しちゃってます。もうレベルで40になったんで。はい、このゲーム何時間やったのかちょっとわかんないですけど、もうね、多分ストーリー後半で無事クリアまでいけるかなって感じですね。なんとか進めた感じですけど、ちょっと最後また一波乱ありそうな感じで怖いところもありますけどね。じゃあセーブもできたんでね、これで終わりにしたいと思います。ご視聴いただきありがとうございます。